Did you know that every language we speak today may have begun with just a few primal sounds spoken more than 50,000 years ago? Hello, explorers. Today we journey back to a time before writing, before cities, before even memory. A time when the world was silent, except for the wind, the trees, and the cries of wild animals. A time when a single sound from one human to another might have carried more meaning than anything ever spoken since. Who spoke the first word? And what did it mean? Was it a warning? A name? A cry of pain or joy? Maybe it was something as simple as calling for help, or something as complex as expressing love. We may never know the content of that first utterance. But what we do know is that the moment it happened, the human story changed. Imagine it. An early human stands among their group. Until now, communication has been limited to gestures, facial expressions, and instinctive noises. But suddenly, something different happens. A new sound emerges, shaped by intent, driven by need, charged with meaning. Another person hears it and understands. That moment, one sound, one meaning, one connection, could have been the birth of language. For much of history, people believed that language was a divine gift, something bestowed by the gods in its complete form. But modern science paints a different picture, one of slow emergence, a long evolution of sound, structure, and meaning. The first sounds weren't words, they were signals. Emotional cries, fear, anger, joy, surprise. These reactions slowly began to develop into recognizable patterns. A sound for danger, a tone for food, a call for attention. Over generations, those sounds took shape. Patterns became structure, structure became meaning, and meaning became memory. But to truly speak, something deeper had to evolve. Our bodies changed. The human larynx lowered, the vocal tract expanded, our tongues became more agile, our brains evolved to process not just sound, but symbolism. Areas like Broca's region began to handle syntax and linguistic structure. This wasn't random noise anymore. It was the rise of true speech. Still, we don't know what triggered it. Some theories suggest language evolved out of the need to coordinate during hunting. Others say it emerged from bonding rituals, singing, chanting, storytelling around fires. There's even a theory that mothers developed a form of baby talk, which evolved over time into structured language. It may have been all of these things. But once language appeared, it didn't fade. It spread. It adapted. It became the invisible architecture of civilization. Language allowed us to share ideas, teach others, preserve memories, warn of danger, express hope, build cultures, create art, form governments, worship gods, and question everything. We see this process reflected in every newborn child. Babies start with random sounds. Then they repeat. Then they begin to attach meaning. Mama, no, yes, more. The stages of human speech mirror the likely stages of language development in our species. Some scientists believe all human languages may trace back to one ancient root, a proto-language spoken by a small group in Africa tens of thousands of years ago. Though it's been lost to time, its echoes may still live in the structures and rhythms of modern speech. If that's true, then every sentence we speak connects us back to those first voices. That first word might not have been dramatic. It might have been quiet. A murmur, a whisper, a sound shaped by emotion more than intellect. But it worked. It reached another human, and in that moment, the world became more connected. Language let us shape the world without touching it, to create realities from nothing but air and intention. It gave us the power to describe the invisible, to share dreams, to lie, to tell the truth. Without language, we are isolated. With it, we are human. So who was that first speaker? A leader? A child? A mother? We may never know, but their legacy lives on. Every word you speak carries a piece of that first sound, that first bridge between minds. Next time you speak, pause. Think of that moment in the forest, the silence, the courage to speak, the hope of being understood. That sound didn't just break the silence, it broke open the future. Let us know what you think. Was language a slow invention or something more mysterious? Comment below. Subscribe for more journeys into the questions behind everything we take for granted, only here on Next Gen Science. Let's keep exploring together.